Does it happen?
We gotta change up that tarps off photo in the intro.
If anybody wants to know how important Dakota Josh was to the Vancouver Canucks, that was the game. Okay, so condiments. This is everything.
Everything. So we run the gamut completely, right?
I'm talking about sriracha on the bottle.
Sriracha?
Sriracha. It's that silent R that screws me up.
Is it a silent R?
I don't know, like who's tall?
Who's tall?
Chris Pronger, wasn't he tall?
Chris Pronger was tall, yeah.
Welcome to the PP1 Podcast.
Are you kidding me? That's what?
Seven.
Oh man, what an intro. I mean, we should have actually got this guy to sing it, but you know, he's busy. He's getting ready. He's getting ready for this gonna be a powerhouse episode. Welcome to the PP1 Podcast.
Thanks for having me.
We got Ted and we got some Jesse. He doesn't say his last name, but he's from Victoria, I think. So he's in Victoria. I'm not sure. We got Jesse Roper on the show. Oh, sorry, Area 51 Sports Network. And in case you guys are wondering, let me just get this for a second. Intro song, Two Wolves by Jesse Roper. You guys know that. We just decided just to have him on the show. And he said, yeah, sure. He's been playing baseball before the show. He must have been excited about the Blue Jays' big signing, obviously.
No, man. Who did the Blue Jays sign?
We just, Dylan Cease from the pod. He's going to be good for us.
Oh, good.
Good for us, yeah.
Very good. He's going to be here for a while, too. 7 years, $210 million. He better be good.
That's insane. I can't believe the money those baseball players make, man.
It's nuts.
It's just means your subscription fees to Rogers are just going up again next year. So
no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. So I don't know if you guys know who this guy is, but let me throw this down because then we can really get into this. You may know him. You may have seen him in concert. Jesse wears our shirt, and we think that's pretty cool. He is a huge force in British Columbia. His direct support to Keith Urban, Beth Hart, and Lee Bryce, going off of Wikipedia here, sorry, is no small feat. He's played every festival on the West Coast that's thrown at him. He gardens. He has a killer hairdo. His band might be called great, but he thinks they're pretty good. He loves coffee and bacon, our great nation, and dang it, he's on the PP1 Podcast. Jesse Roper, welcome to the show.
Cheers to you, Jesse.
Cheers. Oh, right on. Cool. I was itching for a beer tonight, man. I got home from my last tour and I got so ill and so burnt out. And I haven't had a beer since I got home. And today was actually the first day I felt pretty good. So cheers.
Cheers. I was saying I got nothing here. We're empty. I gotta go.
Don't worry about it.
So we'll just assume I have something here.
Yeah.
When did you get back from the tour?
Oh gosh. I think it was like a week and a half ago.
Okay.
But I don't look at the calendar much. I don't live on a regular guy schedule. Every day is Friday, man. So yeah. Anyway, I got smashed. I got home. I think it was Lake Country that maybe I caught whatever I caught. And then what's that? Yeah. And yeah, by the time the next day was the last day. We were heading to Brackendale in Squamish to play. And halfway there, I was like, right on. I haven't drank this whole tour. I'm going to have a beer. I'm going to kind of crush a couple tonight. It's going to be nice. And then about 3:00, I was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. And like the last time I played Brackendale before that, I had beaver fever. And so I was just like clenching my butt the whole time I was up on stage. It was terrifying. And I was really like looking forward to this one because I was like, yeah, I get to play for Brackendale and not feel sick. And then it's not the same, but not good either.
And you have an active show too. Like you're not just kind of strumming a guitar up there. Like you're all in every show.
I can't do it any other way.
Yeah. So I can't imagine what that was like for a couple hours. It's probably not as enjoyable as you would have liked it to be.
No.
How many destinations on this tour?
34 or something like that. I didn't count. You know what? I should count, but I didn't. because I kind of just like to go one at a time. Otherwise, I get overwhelmed a little bit. You start thinking about 34, then you're like, okay, 33, 32. I gotta make it that far, and I'd rather just be like, I gotta make it till midnight, and then I get to go to bed. That's kind of how I think of it. Yeah.
So your tour just ended, and you're starting a new one next week. How fit do you have to be a musician now? Like it seems like you got to go through pretty grueling paces, and I don't know how does that happen every night?
I mean, honestly, I totally think about it like sports, like playing team sports, especially helped me with this. Cause especially being like, like you're kind of a team. You are a team when you're out there on the road. You got 5 guys on a van. First of all, the locker room's got to be good. You got to get along. So you got to learn how to work together. And when you're up there, you're working together. If the symmetry is off, everybody can feel it, whether they know what's wrong or not. And and as far as being in shape, like I think, especially the older you get, the more toll this kind of stuff takes on your body, and especially when you're running around up there and like doing your thing. And I mean, even just like jumping up and down, makes your legs tired. If you can't do that, like, I think you can be any age as a rock and roller, but you got to be able to fool the crowd. If they look at up there and they see a young guy jumping around, that's what you are. The second you get like old and fat and stiff legs, that's what you are. So I'm not doing that, man, until I'm getting novelty fat because I'm so rich. And then that's cool. You can be that, but I can't be that for a long time.
If you keep that mindset where you're grinding for it, I think you'll get there.
I think so too, man. You got to believe and like want it and stay hungry.
Exactly. Like that, like the Victoria Cougars. You think you're going to keep driving for it, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's next year, boys. We'll get them. We'll just keep on trying, keep on practicing harder than they do, and we'll win. That's what I think. Yeah. You got to be, if you want to win, you got to be the Florida Panthers or whoever it is this year.
There you go. And for anybody who hasn't seen, I mean, your shows are like you're all over the place, man. Like I can't even. I'm guessing you're the kind of guy that doesn't track, what day you're on or how many shows you have. So you probably don't know how many steps you put on stage. But I would say at least it's like 10,000 when you're up there because you're moving around nonstop. But I read some crazy article that said that you were like crazy and like had crazy stage fright before all this. Like, how did you get over all that to start doing the stuff that you're doing on stage? Because you're such a showman.
It was just a realization that like once I got past the fear, the fun was so much more than that. And luckily that my whole childhood was like that with so many things. Like even playing hockey, man, I was scared every time I got out there. I didn't want to mess up or like make a bad pass or like get creamed into the boards and look stupid. Like I just wanted to make the right plays. But that fear like stiffens your hands up and tightens your legs up and tightens your brains up. And so anyway, as a musician, I just avoided playing in front of people. But when I was 18, a buddy of mine, I was at an open mic and a buddy of mine, he knew that I had my guitar in my truck and he broke into my truck. It was all locked up and everything, but he broke into it. And he put the guitar on stage and he signed me up for the open mic. And he told me right before it happened, he's like, "Ropey, you're playing tonight." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I broke into your truck. Your guitar's on stage. I put your name on there. They're going to be calling you any minute." And I was like, "What?" Anyways, they did. And I didn't want to get up there, but I couldn't say no. Like, and oh man, it was the beginning of the best part of my life. Like I got up there and I was terrified and I sweat and shook. And they played, we played Pride and Joy, which was a song like any blues guy knows, obviously. It came to like solo time and they nodded at me first. And I was up there with this other young shredder. And so I did my guitar solo and I just closed my eyes and sweat and was, oh God. And by the end of it, I was like, okay, that was pretty good. I played all right there. And this guy beside me starts playing and he was the best guitar player I've still ever seen. And he just shred. It was incredible. And the whole place was like, it was unbelievable. His name was Jared Staff. And he turned out to be the coolest dude. And we played another 3 songs together, ended up jamming together a bunch after that. But it just kind of broke that initial like like that chain that wouldn't let me get any further in my mind. It was busted now, and I knew the fun was just past the fear. So I still get it. I still walk out there and I'm like, oh God, here we go. Like, what if I suck? No, I'm gonna win. And so I just try to just dive head first, and it seems to work for me. But sometimes I gotta close my eyes for the first few, just to not try to overextend myself, do something stupid just because I'm nervous. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I guess it keeps it real. If you go in and you think every time like you have to do your best, like it's the first or second time you've done it, that's the motivation, I bet.
Yeah, and I only ever want to play my best, even when I'm downstairs just mucking about. Like, I'm still aiming to play something really cool that I've never done before. And like when you're playing your best, there's no better feeling. And I don't always do that. Obviously, some nights I'm tired and I'm making mistakes everywhere and forgetting my lines, and I don't know, but I just try to do other things good, and that's like that team aspect is like, okay, I play with 4 other guys who are incredible. And if I'm sucking that night, I just throw the ball over to those guys. And I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, East Coast Pete. And he can shred for a bit. Let's get Chris on the keys to shred. And he'll just shred. I got to put a leash on that guy. He'll just take over. So, yeah, like same with Maddie and Brenter, man. They're all so good. So, like, yeah, I'm pretty well insulated. And I think that's I don't know, I'm lucky for that. I play with some really, really great players, really cool guys too.
How did you meet everybody? Was that like just local scene, just kind of living where you live in, or did you find those guys on tour? Like, East Coast Pete, and all of a sudden he's all the way out here and he's in your band. When I saw you the first time, I remember there being a drummer behind the kit wearing an Oilers jersey. Like it was so different. It was in Docks like forever ago. I want to say like 12, 15 years ago. And then fast forward a couple of years later and it's a new band and you guys are still learning new songs. And then we see you just this past year and you got the whole catalog, right? So how do you meet the people that you play with and how do you decide to sticking around the band?
It's a little bit of luck for sure. And then I guess like if you're doing your best and putting out something that other people appreciate, like, you're kind of putting your magnet out there and people find you, right? They got to want to play with you first. But so the guy playing at Docks was one of my old buddies, Steve. And when I was 15, I met that guy. It was my first job. I was working at this place called Olympic View Golf Course. Steve was a golfer and a chef. And so I was the dish pig working in the kitchen. And so his roommate was the sous chef. And his name was Dylan, and Dylan heard me playing Voodoo Child downstairs in the change room one day. I brought my guitar I can't remember why I brought my guitar, but I was just playing away. And he's like, dude, you're really good. You should meet my buddy Steve. And so I ended up going to this party with Dylan, meeting Steve. Steve was just a tremendous human being, a character in like the broadest sense. I've never met anybody quite as like big. And so him and I became fast friends and started playing together. And we went through tons of different bass players and stuff. And then we got Matty on the scene. Matt, who is with me still, would have been the guy you see me with at Docks. And Steve was filling in on a gig with this other like cover band. And Matt was playing in that band. And Steve was like, look, you got to come play with me and my buddy Jess. And so then, man, there's a whole story around that. I pranked a friend of mine. He was building golf courses. Sorry, this is a totally different tangent here, but like
Jesse Roper is
looking for tangents.
So we're here. We're here.
Okay. So long story long here. I had a buddy named Kevin, and he built golf courses all around the world. And like for Tiger Woods and all the biggest names, he built those courses. Like he could eye up a 1% grade and just like drive his backhoe and it would be perfect that. And really talented dude in his own right. Anyway, the bottom kind of dropped out. When was that? There was like another financial crisis through the years. Anyways, golf course development slowed to a snail's pace. And so Kevin, he was looking for jobs everywhere, all over the world. And I said to him one day as he was like sending these things out, I'm like, how many how many courses you have applied to work for? He's like 350. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's just random everybody. He's like, yeah. So I went home and I made up a fake email, and so right at in this year, it was like 2012 or something. Brent Seabrook had played for the Team Canada junior team.
Yeah.
And I figured that was a name that like he might know, but not know why. So I made it as Brent Seabrook at hotmail.com or something like that. And from Brent Seabrook, I sent this email to my buddy. I sent this email to my buddy Kevin. Like, we've got a development. We're building a golf course in Afghanistan for the troops, and we want you and your team to come here, and we're going to set you up with a bulletproof Bobcat, and we're going to give you gun training and all this stuff. And because, like, you know, you might be making bunkers, but the enemies are also making bunkers. So you got to be like aware that there's some danger around the base and around like the proposed course. And send. So a week later, I'm talking to my buddy Kev, and he's like, I could tell he wanted to mention something to me, but he wasn't sure how to say it. And so I was like, what's up, Kev? And he's like, okay, man, remember how you were asking me about the golf courses and like all these places I've applied to, and I couldn't remember them all and blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I got a response back from one I don't remember sending it to, but I don't know how they got my name either, but this Brent Seabrook guy got a hold of me, and he wants me to build a golf course in Afghanistan for the Canadian forces. And he's like, you can tell he's really into it. He's like, man, it's like my time to do my part. You know, it's like I can do something for our boys across the sea. And I'm like, wow, so you're really thinking about it, eh? And he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to respond back. So sure enough, he did. I get his response, and I'm like, sweet, man. Well, like, we'll have to, you know, like get you some Kevlar vest fitting, because, you know, it's got to be like tight to your body and all these different descriptions of like the preparation and whatnot. And I sent it. And I think he got my response. And that night he got on the phone with a bunch of guys all over the world, because now he's like super interested into this. And he's phoning guys in China. He's phoning guys in Europe. He's phoning guys in America. And he's like, have you heard of this golf course that they're building in Afghanistan? And so now all these guys are like, no, and they're looking for work too. So they're phoning around trying to find who's got this course in Afghanistan. And somehow he put two and two together. Like a couple days later, he phones me up. And he's like, it was you, wasn't it? I'm like, it was me. What? So fast forward, I've got this festival. I have not met Matt, this bass player yet, that is playing with me now at this point. And Kevin gets a hold of old drummer Steve there, and he was like, look, Jesse played this prank on me, and I really want him to get him back. Like, how can we do this? So at the time, I had the biggest festival coming up I'd ever played, and it was the Victoria Blues Bash. Before this, I played for like 7 people in smokehouses or like corner bar coffee shops, whatever. And I was so pumped. This is my big chance to play for like 400 people. Yeah, maybe more than that. And Steve's like, well, yeah, okay, I'll think of something. So they brainstormed a little bit, and they decided, let's get the bass player to call in sick, throw the gig, and we'll somehow figure out how get Roper to stress out here. Yeah, I know. I love it.
These are the best friends. These are your best friends, right?
Oh yeah, these are all my closest homies. I love them for it. This is what makes life good, right? And so yeah, so okay, so as far as that all, we're gonna get. Who was it? Oh no, it was going to be Matt who was coming over, but I hadn't met Matt yet. So anyway, we get to the gig, and we got there early because we had to do like a sound check, and I wanted to see the stage and get all pumped up about it. And it was, sure enough, I'm just like in my glory. I'm looking at this thing, and Steve's like, oh, I got a phone call, Roper. And it's his buddy Jeremy, who's also in on this, and he's pretending to be Matt, who has apparently just picked up another gig with Bedouin Sound Clash. So he's like, what do you mean you're going to Bedouin Sound Clash? What are you talking about? No, the gig's today, man. What do you mean? Or tomorrow. And So I'm getting like a little nervous here. I'm hearing this phone call. I'm like, what's going on, Steve? He's like, just a second. I'm working through it. So Steve's pretending to yell at his buddy Jeremy.
It was like early 2000s then, right? Bedouin's big right now.
Yeah, they're the band. And
Yeah.
Matt, I think he even might have played with them. I don't know. But he gets off the phone. He's looking all concerned. And he's like, Matt can't make the gig. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, he just got picked up. He's got a better gig. It was more money. And he just took it. And he's like, what a prick. And I'm like, what a prick. That's a terrible thing to do. Like, we're screwed, man. We got to play this thing tomorrow. We can't. What are we going to get? What are we going to do? So we were supposed to practice that night with this Matt guy. And Steve's like, don't worry. I got a buddy. His name's Marcus. I'll phone him up and we'll figure this out. We'll get Marcus on it. Marcus can totally do this gig. I'm like, no, he can't. We got one night to figure this out. He's never even heard the tunes. Wow, I'm losing it. So as a younger guy, what did I do? I went to the bar. I got trashed. And something I would never do now. But I got hammered with my friends. I'm like, I phoned my buddy Buff up. I'm like, Buff, we're going to the bar. He's like, oh, yeah? I'm like, yeah. He meets me there. We got trashed. I ended up showing up on Steve's lawn about 6 o'clock. We're supposed to practice at 7. And I'm just miserable. And Steve pulls up with this guy who's supposed to be Marcus, who's apparently got some issues, but and we had to get his bass out of Hawk, so I had to send some money to try and do that. I was just disgruntled. And
but you got the show must go on, right? That's what your brain's thinking.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking I'm just gonna play it like as a 2-piece or what myself. I don't even know. I'm just gonna do it. Yeah. I can't help myself. I have to do it.
Yeah.
But I was imagining this great glory thing. Anyways, Steve gets out, and I'm lying in the lawn, and I've got a cigar. I don't know where I picked it up from. I don't even smoke cigars, but I was smoking one that day. And he's like, Roper. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, Roper, get up, man. Marcus, here, come on. Yeah, I just want to introduce you too. And this guy gets out, and he's got his hat on crooked, and he walks over, and he's like, hey, I'm Matt. I'm like, Steve, this guy doesn't even know his own fucking name. Where'd you got this guy? And Matt's like, no, I'm Matt. And Steve's like, Marcus, figure it out. And you can see Matt's kind of being like, no, man, I am Matt. And then I'm like, wait a minute, you're Matt? Like Matt from Vancouver? You didn't have this other gig? He's like, no. And Steve's dying now. He thinks it's hilarious. He's like, we fooled you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm still not sure what the hell is going on, why it's going on. We go downstairs and Matt plays like 2 seconds of anything. And, you know, when you can just tell in a note or two, the way a guy plays it, that he's good. And Matt did that. And I was like, oh, this is going to be sweet. And so we had a practice, had a great night. The next day we get on stage. It's amazing. Matt's still playing bass for me. And then it came out after that. Oh, that was Kevin and Steve brainstorming because you got him with Brent Seabrook way back. That's how Matt came into the fold.
That is so wild.
Sometimes you just get got. That's the way it goes.
Long play.
You know what though? Like some of those are the best stories. I had that for my my buddy's wedding. I was short on cash and I needed to get shoes, and we had gone scootering, like a 24-hour scootering thing. Yeah. Anyway, I almost got hit by a car. If you knew me, that kind of checks out. And I thought I trashed the scooter. So anyway, I had to work the next day. This was like a Friday night. So got the guys to take the scooter back the next day. And I'm like, just tell me the damage. I mean, I'm, not making a ton of cash. So they're like, yeah, it was like, $350 or $400. I'm like, oh, okay, dish it out. So they hold it. I'm like living at home, but like paycheck to paycheck, like I'm scrounging every penny. Needed my wife at the time, or wife now, girlfriend at the time, needed her to buy me like shoes for my buddy's wedding. Like, 2 days before the wedding, we all get together at my house and they set up the video cam. We were going to watch a movie or something, and they have it sitting in the corner there. And he's like, hey, so I'm like just, it was because we did all the Jackass stuff before. So I didn't think much of it. And he's like, so remember like a month ago, the scooter thing? I'm like, yeah. Remember how we said it was like $400? Yeah. How much do you think it was? So get to the end. I'm like, what was it? He's like, $50. So, and I'm stressing because I would have been like 19 or 20 at the time. So my buddy pulls out this big wad of cash and just starts dealing. I looked, I'm like, you jerks. I'm like, you were there when I bought those shoes. And he's like, I couldn't contain myself that day. So your best buddies know how to get you, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's awesome.
I love that kind of stuff.
That is awesome. So I was at your last show. Ted was busy, unfortunately. So the show you got sick at, and you brought up about banana bread and muffins and everything, and which was awesome. The lady that brought up that bag, that was like, it's like, that's the best part. Like, let's just keep feeding the guy. And you brought up about how it was a heavier tour, if you will, by all the eats. What has been like? What do I have? What's the weirdest gift that you've been given at a show?
So the look on his face, I can't tell if he's like thinking what the weirdest gift is or like thinking of the one he can tell.
He knows.
Yeah.
And he knows, and it's
awful. There's been so many. Most of it's pretty lots of pictures of myself, lots of banana bread. This guy gives me spices from Port Angeles. He's a cool dude. We've been given some weird, awesome necklaces. I don't know about gifts T-shirts so much, but there was one lady kept on sending me a collage pictures of myself, and the way she worded everything with the collage of pictures, I just was like, I felt like there was some strange voodoo there that, like, I was gonna wake up. You ever seen that movie Misery, where the lady breaks the guy's legs, and like, he's the famous writer, and then he crashes his car and she finds him. I felt like it was going that direction with her. And I kind of made maybe a comment like that, and I don't think she's a fan anymore. But she was giving me the heebie-jeebies, man. I don't know. That was a strange one. I'm sure there's something I'm not thinking about here.
Sounds like it sounds like to the start of like how you came up with Yukon Girl.
That was just random. Yeah, that was random. And I did end up meeting a girl up in the Yukon and having a time with her. But she didn't hear that song. I went up like when it was first written. I went up there again the next year to play the same festival, and she was there. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she's like, "Yukon Girl." I'm like, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. I made it up in my head. Yeah.
Sure you did. Sure you did.
How did you come up with that laser beams from the eye? Like, that video went south so quickly, and it was so funny. Like, how does that happen?
I still think that's the best one I got.
It's so good.
We made it for $50. A buddy of mine owed me $50 for like 5 years. And then through another friend who was making videos, I was like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about making a video. I should probably do that at some point in time here. And here's my ideas." He's like, "I don't know if I can do that for you, Roper, but I know this other guy." And that guy happened to be an old friend of mine, but more so my brother's. And so he connects the two of us. And I'm like, "Shraz, that's hilarious, man." He's like, "Yeah, so I was thinking I'd do it for you, but I've owed you $50 for a long time. How about I'll take your $50. He was pretty amateur. Now he'd be like, who knows, man, a lot of money. He's made it big. He's doing real serious music videos. I'm happy for him.
So $50 for a music video. So I grew up on the island, and both my brothers are still there. A couple of my brothers are still there. One's living out in Souk, the other's out in Gold River. Mm-hmm. And the rumor,
Gold River?
Yeah, Gold River. My dad was a millwright, so we used to bounce around, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the rumor is that you played a concert one time in somebody's backyard and took payment with like a box full of vegetables, including like a giant squash. Is this a real story? Can you confirm this?
Probably. I mean, I played for all kinds of stuff. I would play markets and leave with like a guitar case full of toonies and loonies and like sourdough bread and cookies and stuff like that. And yeah, I'd play anywhere. They were happy to have me for a long time. Now I'm like, no, I've done too much. But yeah. I mean, I'm not sure which party that was, but it's a highly likely story for sure.
Okay, so we'll leave it at.
He told me about this story and like on and on and on. And so when we finally got, he's like, "I gotta know. We have to ask this." And I love like, probably.
Yeah. No,
sure,
I played everywhere for everything. Yeah, I've played so many backyard. What's that?
You've been everywhere, man.
I really have, especially on the island. I played more backyard parties than I bet anybody on this island. Like people and charity events. I did every one of them. People would just call me. Yep, sure. I play everything. So yeah, sometimes
We got to find a way to do in my backyard.
It checks out, man. I remember hearing about this guy named Jesse Roper before I'd even heard your stuff. And I'm not talking about Jesse Roper and Yubo. I'm talking about the chosen one. But maybe you can tell us about, you know a little bit about Jesse Roper out in Yubo, hey?
Oh, Yubo? I hope he's still alive. I don't really know. But yeah, they okay, so there's an elk herd up there. And I don't know. I've played a bunch of backyard parties in Yubo too. And there's not many people in Yubo, so you play a backyard party in Yubo and pretty much the whole town is there. And oh man, did we have fun. I remember some of those times were just great. But yeah, so I hadn't been up to Yubo in a couple of years actually to play a backyard party. I'd done the Sunfest site. Anyway, every year I guess there'll be like a big bull elk that'll come in and like claim the town. That's his rutting ground. And this year there was one came in. It had rope wrapped up in its antlers, and somebody took a picture of it and tagged it as Jesse Roper, and then tagged me, and then it became a thing. And I was just getting tagged every time this got sighted in town. Somebody tagged Jesse Roper. And which I was obviously honored too. I mean, it's kind of cool and some community island spirit. And yeah, so then we made the Jesse Roper elk shirts and sent a whole bunch up to Yubo there for the locals. And I don't know, it was just a cool little thing that happened.
That's wicked.
So we got the Yubo one and then the Machosen one, which is a great name, by the way.
I'll take it. Yeah, Machosen one, man. It's funny that came up. Well, I don't know. There's a couple people might take credit for that, but I remember the first show I played downtown. I opened for this group called Manitario, and where was it? It was Sugar at the time, which would be Capitol Ballroom now. And anyway, I was down on the stage. I was doing like a solo show, opening up for these dudes. And the Manitario guys just were loving it, and they leaned out of the green room door and they just started shouting the Machosen one, Machosen one, Machosen one. And people in the crowd started picking it up. And then I heard it on the radio. I think it was Scott James, the local Q radio station guy. He was a fan, and he started calling me the Machosen one. Now I don't know if that's because he was at that show with Manitario or what, but yeah,
what a band name.
Yeah, it took off. But then Here's the thing, and I can't prove this, and neither can the fella upstairs, but the guy who lives up top of me, he owns this place, is my buddy. His name's Tim O'Neill, and he played CFL. So I don't think he'd bullshit me on this one. He says he's the original Machosen one, and he's way bigger than me, so I'm happy to just give him the coin. But he played CFL for like 11 years with Hamilton and BC, and he won a Grey Cup in was it Calgary? And yeah, so he apparently is the original Machosen one. So I don't. He kicked my ass, so I don't dispute it. But I also don't tell anybody that except for you guys, the odd person.
I mean, you got both the Machosen ones living under one roof. I mean, that's pretty.
I never even thought about it like that before. Both of us. It's a team.
I want to get into hockey a little bit here. You got your Victoria Cougars jersey on. I think this was like a year ago.
Who you played for? I mean, that was off there, so we didn't even get to talk about the fact that you played for. You played for
the old Victoria Grizzlies or the old Victoria Cougars, man. This is my most prized, one of my most prized possessions. If my house was burning down, hopefully it never does, I probably would grab this jersey though, because yeah, like I was saying, I mean, I mean, this was one of the first big goals I ever had as a human. Was I wanted to make that Pee Wee AAA team, and because I remember watching them after practice one time. I was in Adam, I think, at the time, and I was just starting to like get my legs underneath me and getting faster and really loving the excitement of the competition and whatnot. And I saw this team out there flying around. Who are they? Wow, that's the AAA team. I find out. Okay, I want to play that, and so yeah, I made it. I think I was second year Pee Wee when I got on that team. No, was that first year? Shit, I have to look back now. I didn't play much though. I wasn't very good. Like I was a grinder. I'd score like 8-10 goals a year, just muck it up. Was a team guy, like, and I love
glue guy.
Yeah, I like being that guy. Like, yeah, not too fancy. My first year in hockey, I think I was better. Like I scored like tons of goals, but I wasn't really thinking about it then. And then as I got older, I started thinking about it. I wish I had my mindset now, back then. But so many of us could say that, right? But yeah, I worked hard. That was the key to everything, and still is for me. Like I just try hard. But yeah, making this team was huge. And then I stayed with the team until my last year of midget, and after that, like I got the offers, a couple letters in the mail to go play couching or whatever, and I think one from Alberni, but I was like, I'm just gonna get killed out there, man. And I knew like concussions weren't a thing then, but like I got some for sure. I was like a little guy trying to play the big guy's game, and not too daft at like it. What changed everything? Finally, in midget, I started going to the gym and not skipping leg day. And then, wow, what a change. I'll never forget, like after I'd been doing it for a little bit, the first guy I leaned into and smoked. And it was just like, when you click off a guy and it's like you feel it, but you don't feel it and they get exploded. Mm-hmm. And it's just satisfaction. And that happened for the first time that year. And I was like, I am never skipping leg day again. And it changed everything. But anyway,
I know what it feels like.
I always liked it like that, like hitting a ball, like with a baseball bat, right? Like you've like that home run stroke where the second it hits your bat, it's gone. It's gone. And you feel like you didn't even swing that hard. Yeah. So it's like when you deck somebody and you get somebody good and they're not expecting it.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the best feelings ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So addictive. So. Yeah. But I knew like going into junior, like junior, it was like probably junior B for me. And they called it the jungle back then for good reason. And I was like, I don't know, man. I was also playing lacrosse at the time and I was way better at lacrosse than I was at hockey. Oh, wow. And to be honest, I really liked the people that played lacrosse. It was kind of like a poorer bunch. And I don't know, man. I liked them a lot, and I considered going on with lacrosse. I ended up getting a job and growing weed and playing music.
So there you go.
Yeah. Still trying to make the bigs.
That's right.
So last year, I think it was a hockey night in Canada. I was watching, I think the Leafs were on, which is your team. Yeah. And right as they're going out to they're going out of the TV timeout, Hurricane's Eye comes on as they're going out, and I'm losing it. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I tagged you in it too. They had played, and I'm like, Jesse Roper's on Hockey Night in Canada. So either you totally forgot, or this is clearly the first time you're hearing them.
I don't remember the Leafs ever having it.
It was it was like I said, Hockey Night in Canada. So they're just playing it on the broadcast.
Yeah, it was HNIC, and the Leafs were playing. Yeah.
Yeah, like just going out to TV timeout, and they just kind of had it in the montage as they were going to a commercial. And I'm like, that is so rad. And I had only kind of heard Ted took me to your concert at Redbird, and I didn't even know who you were. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll come, whatever. And then by the time I left, I think I messaged you. I'm like, dude, tell me more about all of your songs. And I was just like, I was infatuated. And he's like, Ryan, he goes, every time I introduce you to somebody for music, all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm all in on this guy. And then I had heard Hurricane's Eye on Hockey Night. I'm like, man, that's got to be such a feeling. So like something like that, what does that mean to you?
Like seeing it on the big screen, like that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen a couple. Hurricane's been picked up a couple times.
It's a banger.
They played. Was it one of the nights? I think it was Sunday Night Football. One of the teams played. I didn't get to see that one. I don't know who it was. Journeyman got picked up and played on Hockey Night in Canada one time. That was cool. Yeah, I love that. I got another story for you. Okay, so back in the Marcus Naslund days of Vancouver.
What is that?
Marcus Naslund?
That's like 03, 03 to 05. Yeah, 06.
03 to 05. Okay.
Was it then? Okay, shit.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been like mid 2000s, I think. West Coast Express.
Okay, no, it couldn't have been Naslin then. What guy am I thinking of? There was, so Vancouver, it would have been around when I put Redbird out. So it would have been like around 2015, 2016. Wow, why am I getting this wrong? I don't know. Time's flying. But anyways, one of the Canucks players needed a goal song. And all of them picked their goal songs.
Oh, I remember.
Minus, it'll come to me. I'm thinking Naslin, but it's obviously somebody else. Anyway, so they put it out to the public. And we, my team and I, we put Hurricane's Eye in there. And my fans, like, it was a voting thing. All of them must have voted because all of a sudden I was way atop the leaderboard. Like, I was winning by a landslide. And this is the first time, when you go on, like, I don't know, any sports thread, there's a mile of dummies just, commenting, mindless, whatever. I had that legion of guys being like, this song fucking sucks. We don't want this shit, blah, blah, blah. And it was the best press I ever got. Sportsnet picked it up and did a news article about, like, local rock and roller enters song. And, like, people are unhappy about it.
Looks like. Is that right?
Was that?
I missed what you said. I'm sorry.
Was it Redeem Verbata?
It could have been Verbata.
Could have been Verbata, yeah. I'm trying to look it up right now.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure it was one of the European guys.
I would check out that.
Yeah. Anyway, my parents were like, "Oh dear, like they're not very nice." I was like, "Don't even look, Mom. It's just
not worth it."
Sports guys.
It's the mom looking at the comments, like, "Stay away from the comments, Mom.
Yeah,
Please.
don't ever read those ever."
Yeah. No.
But so in the end, the Canucks were like, "Sorry, but there's too much like
it was Verbata
hate here." Yeah. Okay. And they just quietly excused my song and went on to, I don't even know who. Verbata probably did the right thing and just, like, picked his own song. And so anyways. But you know what, man? I would, like, I definitely dream of the day I go to a game and I'm sitting there and all of a sudden my song comes on. That would be ultimate.
It's coming. No, it's coming.
I just got to write the right tune. I think I got it. I got a real banger coming up in the next album here.
Okay, so
you got one, Ryan?
I think he said the word, so I got to go for it. So you've got the Bat story that you've been telling. Anybody that's followed on Instagram and stuff seen it. Is there a Batman song or a Bat song coming? Like, there has to be. I feel like this is like your wheelhouse of storytelling. And like just following the whole story and seeing it. Like, I'm not talking like na. I'm talking like Jesse Roper style storytelling Batman song.
No, I mean, people have been telling me I got to write one, but they don't often come out quite in that way. But like, it'll, like, these things just drop into my mind. Sometimes I get it all made up in here that I'm gonna write a song from that event, like so, and I try. And they all sound contrived. And then one day I'll be like, watching a bird fly through a bunch of branches in a tree and a flower petal will fall to the ground. As I'm watching it, I'll be like, bam, there's the Bat song. And I don't even know where it comes from, but it'll just be there. So I try to, like, leave room for them just coming in there. But yeah, I don't know. That's how they work for me a lot.
Just let it happen. It'll just happen. But you feel like the vibes will get to you eventually on that one.
I think so. People have been asking for it since I put the story out there. Folks have been like, "Yeah, got it, do it." I'm like, okay, not sure how. I don't know. I gotta think about that one a bit.
Rabies or something, that'd be cool.
Sure was a scare, man. When I went to the hospital, no, they put the fear in me. They're like, you can choose not to get this shot, but 99% of people die a horrible death if they don't get the shot. And I was like, I'll take the shot. Then they described to me, like, what that death is. And I was like,
no, I said yes already.
Yeah. I had no idea. Like, I thought it was like most other things where you get rabies, you're like, oh shit, I better get it quick here and like figure it out. They're like, no, the second you have it, you're done. I was like, oh,
I didn't.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I had no idea. Yeah, they're real serious. They pumped me full of shots. I had like, I think 6 shots that night, and then another 4 consecutively. And like as I was out on tour, I had to figure it out because they're like, no, if you miss one, you could still die, so you better get it. And
So, and when was this? This was during.
This was 2 days before my tour started. The bat flew into my eye, and then I got a hold of my doctor buddy. Just being, no, I was like, it wasn't sitting with me all that well. I like go for a nighttime walk most nights. When I was a kid, my dad got me to walk the dog every night. That was part of my chores. And so I just got used to like going outside and staring at the stars and walking around. And it's become something that I just do all the time. And so I was doing that. And yeah, the bat flew into my eye, and I kept on walking and thinking about it. And like, would it have rabies? I don't really know. So I got back an hour later, and I got a hold of my friend who's a doctor. And I try to never, ever ask him doctor questions. He doesn't need that shit.
What a good friend.
Like, I know, right? And he answered. And he was out on the town in Vancouver having a beer and like taking some nights off. And his name's Jesse as well. He's a great guy. Hey, Jesse. I just had a bat fly into my eye. Is that cause for concern? And he's like, you got to go to the hospital right now. You got to get this shot, and then this shot, and this shot, and this shot. I'm like, how do you know? Like, he's like, only, like, like something wrong with the bat will never fly into your eye unless there's something wrong with it. Right. And like just a couple of years ago, I guess it was a guy, and bat like just grazed his hair. That's all that really needs to happen. It doesn't even have to like get you or scratch you anyway or anything.
Really?
Yeah. And he died from that. He just didn't think of anything of it. And then like a couple weeks later, he showed his first symptom, dead.
Oh man, new fear unlocked.
Yeah. But you know what? It's just funny. I got all this
like way down the thing now.
Yeah. So I'm in the hospital that night. There was fans in the hospital room, which was really strange, man. You go to the ER and people are like, Jesse Roper, oh my God. Like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I might have rabies.
They're like, well, I had a bat fly in my eye.
Yeah.
And then so you're hardcore fretting at that point. Now he says like, you need to go now. And you're like,
oh yeah, I was definitely like, it kind of like tensed me up after that. I'm like, oh, okay, geez. And we were having this big party at my house the next day. We do this race at my house. Tim, he started it. We call it the Mathlon because we're near this lake, Masson Lake. And so we bike up the road and then down this trail, the Galloping Goose. And you drop your bike as fast as you can at the bike lock there, run around the other one side of the lake. You swim across it, up the hill, grab your bike, whip down the Goose, back down, up the driveway. That's the Mathlon. And that was the next day. And I was like, oh, man, this doesn't bode well for like a good finish. And anyway, I was tired as hell. I got to the hospital like 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. But yeah, we did the Mathlon and it was fun. And then 2 days later, I was on tour. I got another shot as I was like leaving town to hit the ferry. And then I had to get another one in Lethbridge. And then I was supposed to get one in Pittsburgh, but I couldn't do it. And apparently they're like the last one. They're like, yeah, if you leave it a couple days, it's okay. Just don't leave it more than a week. So I ended up getting that one in Washington. And yeah, I just walked right into this hospital. There was nobody there. And I can see why, man. Like things are so expensive. Luckily I had I don't know if this has worked yet, but I got traveler's insurance after I got hit in the eye by the bat. I probably shouldn't even say that, but yeah. And I think that covered it for me. I hope so.
And like,
did it all.
You don't have rabies, so
we're not that popular. It'll be fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Me neither. Yeah. So, I don't have rabies. I'm happy about that a lot. Because it was kind of stressful. I was trying to be cool and just be like, business as usual. Here we go, boys. Fucking ripping it up on road. And then, but yeah, in the back of my mind, I was like, do I got rabies? Like, what would that be like? Yeah.
Yeah, that's on your lips. I feel like, are you the kind of guy that just has a weird shit happen to you all the time? Like, I remember we were watching you at Redbird last time. So it probably would have been a couple years ago, and it was like light drizzle, and then like electrocuted your lip. You could see the
you guys were there for that. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. That's the harshest I've been electrocuted ever. I couldn't believe it. I saw it. Like
We did
I
too.
went
There
to
was an
sing.
arc.
Yeah, it was like a blue arc, and it was like bam, shot my head back. Holy fuck, that was amazing. I couldn't believe it. And you know what's funny too, man? Like, I love stuff like that, and I was like so much more fired up after it electrocuted me because I've been like having a fun time, and then after that, I was like, oh yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
I can't be destroyed.
Yeah, no, I do love that kind of stuff, man, and it does happen to me from time to time. I get some weird happenings, and I don't know, it just makes it better. I like a good story, and like, yeah, like I said, I've had a few head traumas, and I don't remember them as well. So it's good when they happen more often, so that I can, I got something to talk about.
I was going through the catalog a little while after we found that you were going to be on the show, and I was like, I felt like I wanted to ask, like, what's the most fun you've ever had shooting on a video, and why do I assume that it was quality time?
That's a good guess, man.
And was the snake alive?
Yes, it was. 100%.
Oh no!
Like, I don't know what compelled you to shoot it like this with the cornrows or the dreads or cornrows, sorry, and you had the grill and like, what is that? The X-Men mansion out in Victoria, like.
Yeah, it is, man. Good one. I mean, okay, so that's part of it. The X-Men mansion was like technically actually the
my cousin got married there. That's funny.
The school, Royal Roads. Oh no, am I saying this? Royal Roads. Yeah, and so we were actually at Craig Garrett Castle, which I think they also shot there, and yeah, that was okay. So I didn't initially want to do it, to be honest, but once again, my buddy Shiraz, this is why he makes the big bucks. He has all these crazy, wicked ideas, and he wanted to do a rap video. This is before now he's just doing like all rap videos.
Is this the same guy who shot Yukon Girl?
Same guy.
Wow,
yeah.
That's some progression, eh?
Wicked guy, yeah, and great imagination. And he wanted to shoot a rap video so bad on him, and like at the time, like he was still like small beans, and there's no rappers in Victoria. There's no, there are, but like he wanted to shoot with like LA rappers or like and so he's like, Roper, I want you to do a rap video, and I'm like, why? Like, I'm not a rapper. And he's like, yeah, but you could be. You play a good part if you want to. And I've seen you do it, and I think you should do a rap video. And I was like, I don't see what benefit that would be for me. Like, I know you want to do a rap video. Anyway, he applied for this grant through TELUS, and I was like, okay, like it was $10,000. He's like, I was like, if you get this $10,000 to shoot this video, I'll be your rapper, and we can do whatever song you want to do. So he picked Quality Time. Quality Time was like a semi-popular song for me at the time.
So he picked the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, that's the one. If we're going to make you a rapper, that's the one. And I was like, I don't really see it, but whatever. And so we ended up getting the grant. I couldn't believe it. And so then we went on the next day after we found out, we bought a whole bunch of like fake Versace like grills and jewelry, and like whatever kind of shirts I was wearing. I can't even remember all the fake stuff we bought. Ordered it in, it all came, and we talked to this. We put it out to the universe and found ourselves a Lamborghini to drive there. There's a dentist that actually lives in Mitchosen that had that car, and it wasn't a Ferrari. It was Ferrari, and there happened to be another guy just taking pictures of his sweet car the same day we were there. So we're like, hey man, can we just like put your car in the video too? He's like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Then I can see it. And then the snake, I don't know where he sourced the snake, but I remember getting in the bathtub with it. And I mean, like, this is weird as hell, man. Like, but by that point, I had the cornrows in. I was feeling the character. I felt like I was a rapper. And like, I'd watched so many rap videos myself and like listened to tons of it when I was in high school that I kind of was like, yeah, I'm this guy, man. I'm a rapper now. And so it was a super fun part to play. And it was a great video. Like everybody that got involved in it enjoyed themselves. The girls that did the dance choreography stuff, I went and did a couple moves and learned a couple things with them. And that was fun to do. It's totally out of my element. And yeah, so it was just a lot of fun. And I'll never forget. We put it out, and like 50% of my fans loved it. The other 50% hated
Oh,
it.
no way.
It was so funny. The
It's so
comments.
good. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Why are you doing this? It's so not you. Blah, 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 blah. And I at that point, you know what? Pre the video, I would have been like, I agree with you. I don't know why I did that. It is not me. And then after that, I was like, no, this is maybe the best music video I've ever done. This is I really owned it, and I didn't care anymore. It was so fun, and to be honest, like I'd totally do another one. I don't know if like, you know, people being sensitive in more ways these days that might get me in more trouble. I don't know, but I would do it again for sure. Like it was a lot of fun.
I think it was great, and like I feel like different than anything else that you put out, not music, but even song wise, like almost like a reggae feel to it, right? So yeah, pretty great stuff. Big fan.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I want to put out some more reggae. I like doing reggae.
You've got some, like all of your videos I think are just incredible. Like you just, every single one has like this special feel to it. It's just
cool.
They're so different. Like it's kind of funny. It's not the same thing for each one, which I think is really cool. Like you're all over the place, which is in a good way. Like again, you go to your concert and you're going to get a show. You're going to get like, I would say like your vibe, because you know what you're going to get when you go to a Jesse Roper show.
Cool.
Anyway,
I've never been to one as a spectator, so I don't know. I just like, I do my thing, and I do watch some of it afterwards, and more often than not, I'm like, I can't. I just don't like watching it much. You know, you always think you're
like
so
listening
weird
to yourself on a recording, right? Like
like
on a phone message. Or,
yeah.
But you know, if people are liking it, that's great.
So this is one we had Aaron Pritchett a couple years ago on the show, and we were talking about encores. So, I mean, me growing up and then seeing concerts and thinking like, oh, they're coming on for more songs. We know how an encore works now, and everybody's got the idea. But like, how do you know when you go past the encore? Like when you pull an audible, like in football, and you're like, the vibe is very high right now, and like we're playing more songs. Like, how often does that happen? And like, how do you make that call?
Like
you just leave it and it doesn't happen.
Oh, sometimes you walk on the stage and there'll be like 5 people like, whoa, yeah, encore. And then there's nothing after that. And yeah, you're like, I don't know. I guess we could do it. Like it's sort of expected. Are we dicks if we don't? You know, like I don't know, man. That's the ever question. And I remember going on tour with this guy, Dylan LeBlanc, and he was just like, no, man, we're not going out there. They can cheer harder than that. And I was like, props, Dylan, because like me, I feel like even if it's one person who just wants more, I'm like, okay, for you, buddy, I'll give you a show. But he was like, no, fuck that, man. Like if they're not cheering, I'm not going out there. I'm like, all right, man.
I like this guy.
Yeah, he was legit. I loved it. Talented guy, so good, and so chill and funny. But like I'll go do an encore pretty much every time, just because generally I don't want to stop playing anyway. I'm having such a good time. But if that audience is truly putting machines or like coins in this slot machine, like I'm pumping out tunes, and eventually my band will be like, let's fucking hit Roper, let's go, we got to get on the road tomorrow morning, like we're done. And so that's one of the reasons I look forward to the last show on the tour, because then it's like, if you guys are putting coins in the slot, it's cashing out tonight. And I'll just keep on playing and keep on playing. But yeah, there are legit nights where oh man, Chicago on this last run was unbelievable. We couldn't get off the stage. They just wouldn't let us. Like the amount of enthusiasm that was coming back at us, we're like, the whole night had been like top notch, 10 out of 10. And I'm like, bam, last note, thank you, Jesse and the Pretty Good Band, cheers, catch you next time. And then we left, and then it just hit another level. And we're like, holy shit, okay, let's get back out there. And we played a couple more. Thank you. Have a good night. We left. And then it hit another level. And we're like, okay, let's keep going. And then I think we did 3 encores that night.
Whoa.
Same within Brackendale. I think I did 4. And,
Damn.
that was kind of because I wanted to, though. they were still cheering. I was just like, just kidding. And I just got back out there, and I had a specific song that I really wanted to play. And yeah, there was a few times. If the people really, really, really want it, and they're not letting me off stage, honestly, as an artist, you're like, thank you. You know, that means a lot. And it's so exciting. You know, it feels less like, you know, because this is how the show goes, and more like, oh shit, we're doing it for real tonight, you know, and it fires me up. And then I go to bed with a big grin on my face. And a lot of time I find like it's the shows that are like hardly populated where you get a half-ass encore, or, you know, like there's 25 people in a room way too big for that crowd. And, you know, everybody has that sense of like, well, we came.
It's fun. Yeah.
And even the band were like, thanks.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like, thanks,
And
guys.
when you go to a place like Chicago, like, do you go there like knowing that it's like a lot of people know my music, I got a bit of a following out of there, or is it like I'm going there to break ground and you don't know what you're getting into?
Yeah, so many of the places in America these last couple of years, because we only really did Canada before this, because it's expensive to get down to America. The whole visa thing sucks. And like before, I got an O visa right now, which basically lets me go down there any point in time for 3 years. I'm like an American citizen, and you got to pay through the nose to do it. And you also have to be sort of at a certain level. But like before that, I was getting P2 visas, and you would have to put your first date and your last date. And sometimes you wouldn't even know what those were. And then it takes like, there's like months of waiting time, and then you got to rush it. And then they jack the price up on you like 3 times to rush it. And yeah, getting into America has been tough. So nobody knows us down there. And thankfully Spotify, because I don't get any radio play, Spotify being a global thing, love it or hate it, it's been good for me. It's been the best tool for me. And so it turns out I do have American fans. And when I go down there to new markets, I have no idea what I'm getting into. And sometimes it's like Pittsburgh on this last run. It's like 20 people. I think half of them were just there because they were there, and another 10 of them were there because they were fans.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So you're playing, you know, like sometimes the 20-person room can be a ball. And then like, oh man, in Quebec, we got these 20 fans in Quebec that are the best. And they go nuts. They sing all night long, every song I got. Like, nobody knows me in Quebec except for these 20 people, and they come out 20 every time. And I'd go there every time just to see them, because they're the funnest show on the whole damn tour. We end up arm in arm with them every time, and I'll do 10 encores for these guys. As long as they're shouting, no problem. But, yeah, wow. You never know what we're getting into, but sometimes, like Chicago, we've been there once. Nobody knew who we were. We went back. There was like, I don't know, 140 people, which like in the grand scheme of things isn't much. But when you show up and there's that many and you never really did it before there, it's like, oh, okay, this is the first time we've sold tickets to a show. And it was like, that was basically the size of the room. And so that felt like a success. And then they went crazy and they knew all the words, and encore just, you know, on and on and on. Yeah, that felt like better than, like, I've played for thousands of people at shows and got off the stage and felt great. But like when you have like a crowd, like 140 people going bonkers and singing all your tunes, you know, that can be better. And for that night, it certainly was. Same with this show in Fernie we played. Oh man, they were just dancing their butts off the whole night, and everything we did, they just went insane for it. It was encore after encore after encore, and the slot machine was getting filled that night. And the band, we still had a bunch of shows to go, and eventually my own band gave me the hook. We're leaving. We're no more Roper. That's it. We're getting out of here.
Yeah,
we had like
a pretty good band is gone. It's just Roper now.
Hey,
I said pretty good band is good. It's just Roper now if you want to keep playing.
That's how it goes some of these nights.
There you go.
I look forward to doing that. I just want to play a stadium once, at least. I feel like I'll get to 2. But, yeah, I want to play an encore at a stadium. and just like do that. Like Bruce Springsteen, like I'll just keep playing until they're done. Until everybody in the building is like, okay, I'm so done with this guy.
Yeah.
And then I'm
I don't
just
think they're
strumming
ever
by
done with them.
myself.
Like, I'm not sure they ever get done with them.
No, Bruce is the boss.
Yeah.
But yeah. What a nice thought.
Yeah.
Ted, shoot for
you get
it.
a final one?
Yeah. I mean, the
We gotta
tour's
let you
done.
go.
You're back home. It's the middle of summer. And we all kind of just want to know, like, what's in your garden, man?
Yeah, man. Like, this year was a lot of cabbage and like a lot. I'm getting better at it, man. I've been doing this for a bit now, and I really I got to get back to the what's in my garden pot thing. I stopped it because my manager gave me so much it was like endless the amount of shit I took for it. And then after I stopped doing it, he was like,
for what's in my garden, man?
Yeah, he was
Why?
You're giving people the wrong look. They they're supposed to see you as like Jesse, the rock and roll star who plays in front of tons of people, and here you are, Jesse, the like mud encrusted gardener, like acting like a goof. And I'm like, yo, that's me, man. And he's like, yeah, but you see the perception thing. And it was, in a way, he's right. And in a way, I was right. And so in the end, we came to an impasse. I just stopped having fun with it, but I still garden all the time. And yeah, I'm getting better at it, man. I'm doing more vegetables that I can like dry and preserve and eat through the winter. And I got all these squash and onions and garlic and potatoes and carrots and like really like the root vegetables. I did a roast vegetable soup. I made it up last night. I'll eat that for the next 4 days. It's just like all veggies from the garden. I don't like coming home from tour and having to buy food. Like, it is so nice to just be like, well, what have I got? And I walk out there and figure out what I want to cook. I got beans. I just soak them, make chili, tomatoes. I dry tomatoes and canned tomatoes, and yeah, all sorts of everything. I love gardening, man. Like,
you don't want to like come home from your tour only to have to go like play another show in a dude's backyard to get a box full of vegetables, right?
Yeah, no, I give out the vegetables now. Thanks for having me.
the tables have been turned, right?
Yeah. Yeah, in Victoria shows, I throw them off the stage. I just whiz tomatoes out to the people in the crowds. And yeah, it's cute. I remember I played the Royal last year in November, and I had potatoes because that was the only thing kind of still available in the garden. And so I was whipping them out into the crowd. And after the night was over, I went to stand outside just to like cool down, having a moment to myself. And this little girl and her dad were walking by, and they're like, "Oh, Jesse Roper." I'm like, "That's me." And the girl, they were at the show. And the girl, she was like, I want to say she was like 10. And she's like, okay, so if I take this potato and stick it back in the ground, will it grow more potatoes? And I was like, 100% it will. She's like, oh, so I could have more Jesse Roper potatoes from this one potato. I'm like, you betcha. So she was going to take it home and put it in the ground and grow a new potato. I just thought that was the coolest thing ever, you know?
Yeah, that's one thing I always like about your concerts. There's always tons of kids around. I've never been like bashful about bringing my kids to your concert. My niece Mila, her favorite song is Little Gold Nugget, so that's pretty cool. It'll be exciting to tell her that you're on the show. But man, you've done a great job with your fans. You've done a great job with your music, and we all really appreciate the stuff you're putting on. So please keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm so addicted. I can't stop.
Yes.
Thanks.
We got to let you go at some point. We could probably just sit here and talk for the entire evening, and I know you're a talker, so you probably do the same thing. But at some point, we got to let you go because you have a life too. So thank you so much for coming on our show. We're trying to branch out and do the whole guest thing again, and we've always wanted to have a chat with you. You're a sports guy. Like, we didn't get into much on the other side, but that really wasn't what we were going for. I mean, if you're ever willing to do this again, we got more questions. So this has been so much fun. I mean, it's been a blast. So we do thank you for coming on. And by all means, people, you got to check out Jesse Roper. If you don't know who this guy is already, first of all, what's wrong with you? Second of all, like, go get tickets, go check him out. I mean, we're not very big, so I don't know how far this reach goes. But you got to see Jesse Roper in person because this guy puts on a show like no other. I wish you were playing another 2 months because I'd go check you out again.
Well, you never know. I think 2 months from now, where am I going to be? I'm going to be in the Salmon Arm area coming up.
Oh, that's cool.
Edmonton. Yeah, not too
Yeah,
far.
I think you might have bumped into my brother at Roots and Blues Festival. He's wearing the same shirt as you, that PP1 Podcast shirt.
I do. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
That's
brother.
so funny. I think that was like the first time I'd worn it, and he was like, "Dude, that's my brother's podcast." I'm like, "No way! I love this shirt." Yeah, the kid who lives upstairs. Well, there's two of them, but the little one, he always points at the goalie, and he's like, "Puck." And I'm like, "That's you, Dino. You're the goalie." He's like, so now when I walk by him in the shirt, he's like, "Me." Yeah.
There you go. We're making an impact, one person at a time.
Yeah, Jesse,
yeah, great shirt by the way too.
It's fun.
Oh yeah, they're great. They're fun. Sometimes the logo is so big that it gets like a little bit sweaty when you're hiking in it or something like that.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was aiming to put that on for the show, but I think I must have thrown it in the wash and just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got a hockey jersey that works for us.
We love that you're out wearing it. That's good stuff. Hey, please take the next minute. Shameless plug time. What are you doing? What are you up to? What can we look for? Where can the people find you? This is you have the floor, man. So please plug yourself and get things going.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm writing right now. My producer got a hold of me, and he's like, this guy, he got cool in the industry, and now he has no time for nothing. And I'm really proud of him and happy for him for that. But he's like, Roper, I got 5 days coming up. I'm like, when? In February or March or something? He's like, no, December. And I was like, oh God, I've been on tour all year. I don't know. He's like, you always got songs. I'm like, I do. But anyway, so I'm in the mad crush to write as much as I can right now. It's a little bit under the gun, but I'm starting to make some strides. There's some good stuff there. And last year I got in with them for a little bit, and I got 5 of my favorite done with them. I haven't felt so good about 5 songs.
Nice.
I don't know. I guess the old Horizons record, I felt real good about that, but I just love the feeling of being I can hang my hat on all of these. And it's got a little bit of some of my more old school energy in there, which I sort of got away from the rock and roll stuff. It got really groovy, and then it kind of went Nathaniel Ratliff-ish and some JJK. There was some different influences, and some of this stuff is a little bit more woohoo.
Okay.
And,
okay.
Yeah, so I'm kind of happy
Anthony.
for that because I've been feeling that right now. I want to jump around when I'm up on stage a little bit more, and yeah. So we got 5 that I'm really stoked on, and they're gonna start going out in February, and roll those out, and then I'm gonna go and hopefully get another 5 done here with them. So I'm in the process of that. So next year, I think we're gonna slow down the touring a little bit. We'll see, and then we'll focus more on releasing some songs, releasing some more videos, and then doing a huge tour, kind of in the early fall next year, and same thing all of North America in one fell swoop, kind of thing. So yeah, that'd be my plug. New music out starting in February, going into June-ish.
Nice.
Okay.
Social media
Some
handles?
sort.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh yeah, it'll all be
Love
on the
it.
Jesse Roper whatever, Jesse Roper official Instagram, Jesse Roper the Facebooks, Jesse Roper on the TikToks, MySpace.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
MySpace? Oh, it's got to be.
It must be
sure.
out there.
Yeah. We'll put it in our 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Perfect. Well, Jesse, thank you so much, man. This is great. Like I said, we'd love to have you on again if you're willing. But in the meantime, like I said, thank you so much. And we've had Jesse Roper on the PP1 Podcast, Areas 51 Sports Network. We're in Kelowna. You're on the island. BC's uniting. Folks, this has been a good one. Peace.